Unfiltered stories, unapologetic truth, unmistakably brave.
Hello and welcome to the BraveAF Podcast. My name is Jessica and I am your host. I'm excited. I am honored. I am humbled that you are here today. Truly. I know I start every show off by saying that, but y'all, listen, I really do appreciate every time you tune in and listen to what it is I have to say or the guests have to, share with you. I know that we are all busy, and so I don't take that lightly, all right? So after today's episode, if you are new to the show, first of all, welcome. If you're new to the show, I want you to take a gander at some of the other episodes. Let me know what you think. If you like what you hear, make sure you hit subscribe to wherever it is you listen to podcasts. So this week is going to be a little bit informal. I've done probably a few like this, honestly, in the past. I know that consistency is key, and I haven't been overly consistent with the podcast. A lot of different reasons for that, most of which I won't really dive in today, but I wanted to at least jump on here and say, hey, I'm still here. I'm still kicking it, y'all. A lot of things been going on behind the scenes that have kind of impacted my availability or ability to record or whatnot. So I just want you to know that this is still a thing. Still going to happen. We still got things in process. I've got a few guests that are lined up now. They've just been waiting on me. They've been waiting on me to schedule dates and lock it in. And I have admittedly hemmed and hawed and kind of procrastinated again for a variety of reasons. But we're back. And so there's a couple of announcements that I wanted to share with you, a couple of things I just wanted to bring you up to speed on. So this episode is going to be short and sweet, and I'm probably going to do more of these types of episodes, the ones that are in between the guest stories and different things. I'm going to share with you things that are on my heart, some of the quick lessons, wisdoms. They might not be as long. I know y'all aren't going to be too sad about that, but in all seriousness, I just need to make sure that I'm jumping on here and giving you guys what it is I intended to do from the get-go. And, if I'm going to be honest. I'm always honest, right? I'm going to be transparent with you. I've stumbled a little bit. I got the show out there. We got rocking and rolling or whatnot. And then self-doubt sits in, and I started to overthink things, and I started to worry about it being more polished than it was. I worried about, what I was putting on social media. What did the clips look like? What did the, branding look like? Was I doing it, quote, right? And the entire premise of this show and my life and my belief system and kind of where I operate from is just being brave as fuck, is literally just showing up and being who you are. And you're not worried about, all of those things, but it's a slippery slope. I'm not immune to it. You're probably not immune to it. You can probably relate to it. It happens in all areas of our lives, right? Where we may feel confident, we jump into something and then we start to compare. And so of course, if I compare myself to a major show like a Mel Robbins or Lewis Howes or something like that, there is no comparison, not only from the level of skill set, because they've done it for so many more years than I have, the level of guests that they have, obviously they're far more popular than I am, but just the level of equipment and the professionalism and certain aspects of it because of the level of income and again, experience and time. There is no comparison. And yet I allowed some of those things to kind of make me feel small, to kind of retract and be like, okay, well, I've got to step it up. I've got to have something a little bit different, something, quote, better in order to be good enough. And it's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. I teach this shit. And yet I'm human. So here we are. So a couple of things that I wanted to give you some updates on. First and foremost, a vision board workshop, y'all. We talked about this at the beginning of the year. I tried to host a workshop in January. We had a couple of just freak snowstorms in North Carolina. Then I had some kidney stones, ill-timed, right? And then I ended up having surgery on my elbow. And thankfully that healing process is finally, I feel, kind of turned the corner. I can do most things, still can't lift a lot of weight with it, but I couldn't use scissors. I couldn't cut out pictures, which meant it was really difficult to host a vision board workshop that, I couldn't participate in. So all that to say, we finally held it a couple of weeks ago. We had a local event, super, pleased with the turnout, all things considered. Not everybody's goal focused in the middle of summer, right? A lot of people on summer vacations, whatnot. So we had a great turnout. Great conversations. My biggest takeaway from that event, and just in speaking with everybody that was making their boards, some of them had made them before, some of them had not. Some just literally came to kind of watch, right? How it goes. In those conversations, I realized there was a lot of people, in this season of transition, if you will. They're kind of in this place in their life where they know they want to switch it up. They know they're meant for more. They know they need to do something else, but they're not entirely certain on what that might be, or they're not sure of what the steps would look like to get them there, right? They just know that it's not where they are now, right? It's a different, and it's less focused on things. It's not when we're younger, a lot of times our goals are, we want to achieve a certain title. We want to achieve a certain status maybe, or a certain income level, or maybe a house, or maybe it's a vacation or a car. But a lot of times it's around material type things. And I feel like a lot of folks, at least in my circle, in this event, the conversation came up a lot, but also outside of that event as well, where we're in this, it's less about stuff and it's more about how we feel, right? We want to feel more at peace. We want to feel less chaotic. We want to feel more like we're doing something more meaningful. We want to find our purpose, whatever that may be. We're going to dive deep into that one here in a couple weeks, guys. But people they know that they want more freedom, maybe financial freedom, maybe it's time freedom. They want to do things that matter, and the things that don't matter, they've got no time for, no patience for, no desire to keep doing it, right? Whether it's in a career or in a relationship or whatever. And so I want to, in the next few weeks, dive more into that. But anyways, that being said, Vision Board Workshop was great. I probably will not host another one until closer to January. But there is a possibility I'll create a wait list for those of you that are local and see if there's enough interest. And, I would love to host another one if people want to get together. I can also give you guys some resources on how to do them yourselves, whether you attend another event or you have it, you do it, you host it yourself. Fuck, y'all can host a Vision Board Workshop. It's not that difficult. But anyway, I digress. So that's the update on that. Second thing I wanted to reiterate, I mentioned it just a few moments ago. I do have a few guests that, again, we're waiting on me to schedule their recording sessions. I'm working on that now. So I'm trying to get those on the calendar, get that taken care of. Super stoked about the people that are coming on with the stories that they have, the experiences they have. I think they are going to just blow your mind. Some of them with their their wisdom, their insights, the things that they've gone through, that they're currently going through, that sort of thing. So stay tuned. I promise that's to come. Last but not least, I mentioned this on social media probably a week or so ago. If you didn't catch it, or if you're not following us on social media yet, make sure you do that. BraveAF Podcast on Instagram. Probably going to change some of the dynamics of some of that, because yes, y'all, I am finally doing the damn thing. BraveAF Coaching is coming. It's coming soon. I got everything in place behind the scenes, just about ready to make some announcements. I'm going to send out the website. I'm going to give you information about how you can get involved, what we've got going. We're going to have different things, some one-on-one packages. We're going to have group events. There's some workshops that I'm working to put together. I'm building all of it in, the pockets of my time. And so, it's probably a premature announcement a little bit, but I wanted to at least let you know it was coming so that you can look for it. And I'll be asking for your feedback and all of these things and whatnot. But anyway, that's the biggest announcement. So hopefully I'll have more details for you soon on that I can share. But that's it, y'all. Like, I just wanted to, pop on here and say hello. Thank you, everybody that reached out about my elbow to make sure I was doing well. Healing is going good. Very humbling experience. Like I mentioned before, just recently, I've been going to the gym, trying to at least keep the habit in there. So grateful for my man, because he keeps me going, and we've been consistent going in there, but a lot of it's just been cardio for me. Started working back on, legs and stuff like that. He can help me put the weights on the machines and stuff. Last week was my first attempt at lifting weights with my arms. Humbling experience, y'all. I could not do a whole lot without it having some pain, and that's my indication that I might be a little too early on some of that. So you got to listen to your body, you guys. If there's anything I've learned from this entire experience, is that listen to your body, don't push through pain, and proper form is critical. All right, so that's it, y'all. I hope that's enough to just kind of give you an idea of where we're at with stuff, and hope y'all have an amazing day, amazing week, amazing year. Go out there and be brave as fuck. I'll talk to you soon.